पंडितों से शुरू है।
Hi, I'd like to say a few words really quickly. Thank you so much, Ashok Uncle. That was really nice of you. I'd like to start off by thanking everyone for being here, especially in the pandemic. You know, it really does mean a lot. So I thank you for that. There are a few people I'd like to thank really quickly who have been instrumental in the genesis of this book. Mrs. Renukal Verma, my publisher, Mrs. Manjula Lal, my editor, Mr. Manish Khatri, who designed the cover of my book, and above all, Mr. Ashok Pandit, who has mentored me and supported me since the early days, and of course, Mr. Anupam Kher, who helped develop the vision of this book and gave me my foreword. So thank you so much. It means a lot. I'd like to share a quick anecdote with you to just help you understand why I wrote this book. So when I was younger, it was soul-crushing for me to hear other people talk about their home and their culture and the trips they took to their home. And when I say soul-crushing, I'm not exaggerating. Because as they would share and as they would brag, I would just sit there in silence. And it wasn't because I didn't want to say anything, it's just that I didn't have anything to share. I didn't know anything about my Kashmiri Pandit roots, and I didn't know anything about Kashmir because Kashmir was a very sensitive topic in my house. And for the longest time, I didn't understand why. I mean, I do now, but so this started off as a way for me to understand my Kashmiri Pandit roots. So this started off as a brew of rage, alienation, and curiosity in the mind of an inquisitive 14-year-old, and will conclude in the hands and hopefully the hearts of each and every one of you. You know, the pleasure and the honor of being a part of something that's bigger than just one person are unparalleled. And this book and the Kashmiri Pandit community gave me the opportunity to do exactly that. Be a small part of something that's much more elaborate. So this is my retelling of the Kashmiri Pandit story. And while I do focus on the exodus, the themes that ultimately triumph are that of the Kashmiri Pandit community's resilience and hope. Their undying and unifying hope that they would go back home one day despite 30 long years in exile. We can never understand the Kashmiri Pandit community's pain. We can only imagine because we haven't been through the exodus. And it still breaks my heart to know that the Kashmiri Pandit story still remains unacknowledged and unpopular. There are a lot of people who don't know about it. I myself, for the longest time, wasn't aware about the exodus, being a Kashmiri Pandit myself. And so I hope to change that with this book. And I also hope that the younger generation takes the reins from the older generation in driving the Kashmiri Pandit narrative forward. Let's not make the mistake of thinking that the Kashmir Pandit story is over, because it isn't, because we still yearn for our home. So as the book says, it's time we go back home. Thank you.
You want me to say a few things?
Yes. Yes.
I think Ashok ji and you have beautifully articulated what this event is all about today. Ashok ji being the person who has gone through it, and you being the person who has been told about the stories. And I being the person of trying to bring the attention of the media, of the people all over the world to this wonderful, courageous step that you've taken.
Thank you.
You could have written a book about anything else. I remember you came to me with a cover, and I told you that this cover does not go with the book, because the book is about a young girl talking about what happened in Kashmir in 19 January 1990. Ashok very wonderfully said, and so there was no question that I had to think twice that I should write a foreword or not. Means I'm proud to be part of this book. When 16-year-old, 15-year-old girls are trying to still get over with all due respect to people who look into dolls and colors and lipsticks and things like that, I have great regards for them, because that's part of growing up. Here you are questioning your father and your mother, what have you done about Kashmir? You've not even told me, I think, anything about much. But I think you must understand the generation that was between you and your grandparents. was a generation which was perpetually in a shock. And they were protecting their children from a certain situation where you will sort of not know what happened. The people who had gone through this, which was your grandparents' generation, my parents' generation, Ashokji's parents' generation, or all the millions of Kashmiri Pandits, they were, and the fact that the world did not acknowledge their pain, the fact that the world did not make them feel better about their problem. You see, we talk about Holocaust. The whole world knows about it. We talk about other genocide. The world talks about it. Somehow, history has tried their level best to sort of curb and to sort of suppress what the 4 lakh Kashmiri Pandits went through that. But you are our hope. Because as long as there is a person like you who will question, and with you are the millions of younger generation who you will inspire. Because the governments can come and go, the establishments can come and go and sort of not talk about it. Sometimes protecting your children is also an act of hiding the history. So, congratulations to your grandparents. And congratulations to your parents for a brave daughter they have brought into this world. I know she is smiling because out of awkwardness, because she did not think that I will praise her courage. She thought I was here to praise her writing. Writing तो अच्छा ही लिखा होगा. सच को लिखने में याद करने की ज़रूरत नहीं, कोई कला की ज़रूरत नहीं होती है. जब आदमी सच लिखता है तो वो अपने आप में कहानी होती है. You know? सच की कोई बुनियाद की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती है. सच जो है वो लफ्ज़ों का मोहताज नहीं होता है. मेरी दादी एक कहानी सुनाती थी, वो मुझे आज तक याद है. सो आपने सच लिखा है और ये सच लोगों तक पहुंचाना बहुत ज़रूरी है. तो मैं आपके करेज की, आपकी जो ताकत जो आपने सोचा है, और इस किताब को लोगों तक पहुंचाना अब मेरा काम है. Because I'm not telling your stories to the world. I am telling your story and my story and everybody and millions of Kashmiris all over the world, their story to the world. So congratulations and well done. And we will. You have said take me home. I don't know who have you asked to take you home. Whether you have asked me to take you home, or Panditji to take you home, or Deepakji to take you home, or your mom to take you home. But there will be millions of people who will take you home and celebrate. Taking home is a very symbolic thing, you know. वो कहते हैं कि जी इसको genocide मत बोलो, इसको बोलो they are refugees in their own country, or they are migrants. How can you take away the smell of Kashmir, of the homes, of books kept in the shelves, my grandfather's mandir on the 4th floor in Nai Sadak? You can give them the same place, but you can't give them the same environment. My mother still tells me, do you think we will be able to go to Kashmir? But you, not necessarily governments, of course government will do their job, but you and people like you and the girls like you and the generation like you are giving me an optimistic look towards the whole thing. Thank you so much. Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations. नमस्ते दोस्तों. ऐसा बहुत कम हुआ है कि जब मैंने मैंने तो सेना समथिंग टू अनुपम अंकल में बहुत छोटे छोटे बच्चों को भी इंटरव्यू किया था. बट इट्स एन ऑनर फॉर मी टू बी टॉकिंग टू यू एंड आई एम वेरी हैप्पी टू बी टॉकिंग टू यू. सो साइलेंट. दूसरे इवेंट से अभी फ़ोन नहीं आया होगा. डरो मत. घर वालों का फ़ोन बंद करो थोड़ी देर के लिए. शांत हो जाओ. बच्ची की पहली किताब रिलीज़ हो रही है. So tell me, when did the idea of writing this book, describe to me how did it happen? It was, I know that it was your school project or something like that, but tell me about this.
Right. So I've always wanted to know more about Kashmir, but I never really got the opportunity to know more about my Kashmiri Pandit roots. And the opportunity then finally came up for a school project. So there's something called the personal project that we do in the MYP, and you need to do something that's personal to you. And the only thing I could think of that I was curious about and that was personal to me was the Kashmiri Pandit, Exodus, and the roots, because I was very passionate about it. So I knew that I would devote my 100% to it. And I remember having a conversation with my father, and I was 14 at this point. And I was sitting with him and I was discussing some ideas.
And you're 47 right now.
No, I'm 16 now.
So you are saying 14 as if you were 5, 10, 20 years back.
Right.
You're
It wasn't that long ago. But I was sitting and having a conversation with my father about potential ideas for my personal project. And I said, what if I do something related to the Kashmiri Pandit Exodus? And his expression just changed. He was shocked. He was like, okay. He took some time to process it. And then he's like, what do you want to do about it? Like, why are you doing this? Because I don't think it ever struck him that this was something you could do something about. Unfortunately, his generation, I mean, the generation between, my grandparents and my generation have been very devoted to, sort of resettling after the Exodus and working on, becoming successful and establishing their lives. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I always thought that we could have done more. Their generation and even my generation. So I think that's where the entire idea came. And then he liked it. And then we took it forward from there.
So did your grandparents talk about what happened in Kashmir? Were they talking about it at home?
Initially, no. The entire, like my entire child, I'm still a child, for most of my childhood, no. Only when I started doing this and I told them I'm writing a book and I need you to be 100% honest
So
with
till
me.
then you had no idea what was the history of your
No. I just knew we were from Kashmir and they had left because of some violence in Kashmir. The very basic. I genuinely was very clueless, and I understand why, because it would reopen some wounds for them, like talking about...
No, don't explain to me what you understand. I'm just trying to understand. So you felt that there was some violence in the Kashmir और छोड़ के आ गए यहाँ पर.
Yeah.
बहुत सारे riot areas में भी छोड़ के चले जाते हैं लोग.
Yeah.
बहुत सारे जगहों पे जहाँ पे natural disaster होते हैं छोड़ के चले जाते हैं.
Right.
So आपके लिए ये कहानी.
That was basic.
And this subject was given to you by the school people or you chose it?
I chose the Kashmiri Pandit.
So how did you? That's what I was asking.
Right. So, for the longest time, I couldn't find, my personal project idea. And so I was Googling, how do you find it? And they're like, think of your identity. And the first thing that came to my mind about my identity was Kashmiri. But I didn't know anything after that. What about Kashmiri? What more? Kuch pata hi nahi tha. So that's where I was like, you know what? Maybe I should do something about this because I don't know anything. I know I'm a Kashmiri, but what does that mean? What does that symbolize? And so this was my journey of sort of understanding my Kashmiri Pandit roots simply because I just didn't know anything about them.
So what is the research that you did to write this book? How did it's a fiction.
It's not a fictitious book. It's just a retelling of the story from my perspective.
So who did you interview to get the details of this story?
So I interviewed practically all of the Kashmiri Pandits I knew. I just wanted to get as much of a detailed understanding of the Exodus as possible. Everybody's story will be a little different, but the underlying theme of, just the hope of coming back home was shared throughout all of those people I interviewed. Chalo, I'll say most of those people, not all, most of the people that I interviewed. And so I interviewed quite a lot of people, and even Ashok uncle to get, to get a better understanding of the Exodus. I remember we'd gone to meet Ashok uncle for the first time, and I sat in that club, and I pressed record on my phone, and he just spoke for 2 hours. And how those 2 hours flew by, I didn't even know, because I was just so taken aback by everything that had happened. And so, I interviewed practically everybody I knew. I interviewed a lot of members from my family, friends, people who my family knew, abroad, through Kashmiri Pandit associations and, just communities, let's say in Boston, because I have some family there. So I practically, just to get a better understanding, interviewed whoever I could find over a course of a few months. And then, my other research included just watching as many videos and reading as many articles about Kashmir and its context, and just try and absorb as much information as I can, so then I can sort of filter out what exactly needs to be said and how it needs to be said. So just get as much of a holistic understanding as possible.
Do you have any plans of selling the rights of this book for a film production?
I haven't thought of that much yet because I never expected this to be as big as it has become.
So I'm asking
but
you a question.
Yeah.
Have you thought of that?
I
Are
mean,
you willing to?
I would be willing to because,
Would you please sell me the rights of this?
of course.
So I, as the production company, is in front of my friends, want the rights of this book, and we will make a movie out of it.
Okay. Thank you.
I have to follow my philosophy of life कि कुछ भी हो सकता है. And I had not planned, swear I had not planned before I coming here. But seeing your compassion and seeing your passion, I think this story needs to go on screen. And you will have the choice to find the girl who can act that role.
Thank you
You tell
so
me.
much.
You do the casting of this girl. Thank you, Anushka. Thank you so much, and wonderful, both of you, and people, grandparents, and everybody. And to millions of Kashmiris all over the world, there is always hope, because we believe in hope. Because I feel hope is the heart of life, and we never want to give that up. None of us picked up guns. None of us indulge in any kind of act of terrorism, because we believe in life and we believe in hope, and we believe in Anushka Dhar, that someday somebody like her will write a book, and someday somebody like me will want to make a film on that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Anupam uncle.